Stupid hobbitses. You think I call out Microsoft for the clicksies?
Welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew. We're talking about Microsoft again, man. I I think it's hilarious that you guys would really think that I would call out Xbox for clicks. That's kind of ridiculous. First of all, today's video I want to talk about Game Pass it and what Game Pass has done for the Xbox community to give them I'm not going to say like a false sense of security, but what Xbox has created with Game Pass is second to none. It is 100% the best value in gaming. So when you look at that, and when you're on Game Pass, I can understand why it's easy for people that are on Game Pass to 100% just overlook what Xbox is doing, with the first party games and stuff like that, because you do get way more value for your Xbox than any other platform out there. When you have a Game Pass subscription, you are essentially getting hundreds of games, and you're getting games that are coming out on the service day and date. So it's easy to be able to forgive Microsoft, because you've always got something to play. Like, your backlog on Game Pass is pretty big. You just got Ghostwire Tokyo. I was a little bit disappointed with that. I really did figure that with the whole extra year of work that Xbox would have been able to get that thing running. I mean, they did a really good job with Deathloop. Deathloop came out and it ran better than it did on the PlayStation. It looked a little bit better than it did on the PlayStation. So I kind of expected that to be the case for Ghostwire Tokyo. I really did expect that. And when I played that last night, I was like, what the freak is going on, man? Like, why am I not getting a consistent experience on the Xbox platform for this game? And it got me thinking, man. So I did that live stream last night, and man, some of you guys are very supportive. Some of you guys are still, a little bit in the defensive position, as Microsoft fans. And that's fine. Like, I get that. I understand the pushback toward calling out Microsoft, because there's a lot of fake outrage over Microsoft as well. There's a lot of fake outrage from the media, from other YouTubers, from YouTubers that don't even buy video games. You know what I mean? So I get it. I understand your frustration with me calling out Xbox, but at the same time, I don't rely on Game Pass as a way to fulfill my gaming needs. I buy the games that I want to buy, and I play the games that I want to play. Redfall was one of those ones that was like, I always buy the PlayStation first party games, the Nintendo first party games, and the Microsoft first party games. I just buy those. I work those into my budget so that when those launch, I can buy them. So with something like Redfall launching for $70, with the game not being finished and only having the 30 FPS mode, that makes me think that, wow, dude, really? They want me to pay the $70 for a game that's just not finished. And for me, that doesn't feel like a good idea anymore. Like, I paid for Halo up front. I paid for, I paid the $100 for my Forza Horizon. I want to support the devs, but at the same time, I want a finished product. I feel like we are far enough into this console generation to where we shouldn't be getting games that are coming out in the state that Forspoken came out, or in the state that Halo came out. Just not finished, that needing considerably more work to make it a playable, to make it a better experience. Now, when I went through Forspoken, it was a fairly decent experience. I got through it. I played it at 60 frames a second. It felt pretty good. I mean, the visual representation was a little bit off, due to some of the stuff, but it is a much better place now. And it's on sale too, to reflect that. It's on sale. Like, you could get it much cheaper. And that's the thing, man. Like, the games always drop in price, especially if they come out like this. So why pay full price for something that is potentially going to get a price drop fairly quickly? And if I was a betting man, Microsoft games go on sale just as fast as Ubisoft games go on sale. So it's not really a value for me to buy that game at full price when it's missing features, so that I'm going to be waiting for it to hit 60 anyways, or I'm going to be playing it on my PC. And as an Xbox channel, I want to be able to represent those Xbox games on the Xbox platform as well as the PC. And that's where my biggest complaint comes in, is because if they're not going to deliver day one the quality, why even give us a release date? I understand the immense pressure that Xbox is under to deliver games, because I'm right here waiting for them to deliver games. When people throw in like Minecraft and all these other games that are just not, I mean they are designed for everybody, but they're not something that I just want to jump out and play. It does just kind of add a little more frustration. It's like, where are the heavy hitters? Like, where are they? We're almost 3 years into the Xbox platform. We have gotten some good stuff. We've gotten some amazing stuff from Xbox. Xbox has 100%, fulfilled, having something slotted in and being able to play on your Xbox. So that's not necessarily the problem. What's the problem is the fact that that first party games are going to launch incomplete. That's not a good look for Xbox. That doesn't do them any freaking favors at all. You know what I mean? PlayStation's out here dropping their games. Nintendo's dropping their games. Where is that drive for Xbox to be able to do that and to satiate their fans and keep them happy? PlayStation's doing it, Nintendo's doing it, and to some degree Microsoft is doing it with Game Pass. But if you're not a Game Pass subscriber, what are you getting? I understand, like I said, if you are an Xbox fan that has Game Pass, you can wait. Like, you're probably fine. Like, this does not matter to you. This is not a problem. You are there for budget gaming. You are receiving budget gaming, and you're getting a better deal than anybody else on the planet when it comes to your gaming needs. Your gaming needs are 100% fulfilled. But what about the other people that don't want to pay a monthly subscription, that just want to buy certain specific games because that's all they have the time to play? Is those games. They are still waiting for that. Man, I gotta have an Xbox for this game. They're still waiting for the most part. And for people to defend the fact that, for people to defend anything for any one of these corporations is literally beyond me. Now, my happiness with Xbox stems from things that I've already received. Most of the stuff that I've already received from Xbox has made it more than worth me owning an Xbox Series X and an Xbox Series S. I've already gotten my value out of these consoles just with the backward compatibility alone. Just that was more than enough to like keep me happy. And up till now, that was more than enough. Now I need to start seeing the first party Xbox games that I actually want to play. And it's been frustrating. And I've told you guys multiple times that I am very butthurt over Forza Motorsport. Like, I'm still pretty upset about that. Once I have that game in my hands and I'm playing it, it'll all be water under the bridge. But every day that I have to wait without knowing when it's going to come out, that's frustrating to me. They said within the next 12 months. We are a month and a half away. Is it going to launch, before the summer, or are we waiting longer? I just want clarity. I want to know when the release date for that game is. But do I really want to know? At this point, like, it doesn't seem like they can keep putting out their games consistently. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll find out in summer when this is going to happen. And it's going to be another one of them big shows, and we're all going to watch it, and we're going to live stream it, and we're going to talk about, look at all that cool stuff. And then we're going to sit there and wait for these things to drop, and hopefully they drop on time. Now, I do believe that Turn 10 will be able to drop. I do believe that they'll be able to drop Forza Motorsport 8 whenever they say. I have faith in that. I do have faith in most of the stuff going forward, but at the same time, getting over that hump, getting that first thing in our hands to reassure us, that, hey man, this is a quality product. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. Thank you, Microsoft. We were starting to lose faith because it was getting pretty long in the tooth, and this is just something that some of the more avid the more avid fans want to have in that experience. It's been frustrating, man. There's a lot of people in the community that are starting to get super restless, and I understand why. When you've got PlayStation, their competitor over there dropping game after game after game, and experiences like the VR2, whether you like it or not, when they're out there dropping things and giving people a reason to think about buying PlayStation, and all Xbox has is Game Pass, it gets a little bit frustrating, man. It gets frustrating for people. They just want to feel like PlayStation gamers feel right now. They just want to feel like they've got choice. And they do. If you're on Game Pass, you have more choice than the PlayStation guys have. But if you're a console owner, like doing it the traditional way, where you buy the content that comes out, man, you're feeling a little bit shorted right now. If you're an Xbox gamer, you are, because I am. I don't rely on Game Pass. I really support Game Pass so that it keeps growing. I will play certain games on it, games that I'm not sure if I want to play them, and I do play, a lot of the stuff that comes out, but I normally don't finish most of it, and I buy the ones that I want to keep. Games that I was interested in before coming to Game Pass, I will usually just pick those ones up, no problem. But we're getting to a point where if us you like for me, this is the way I look at it for my channel. I don't call out these guys just for the clicks. I don't. I call them out when there's something that is really, really bothering me, that I'm like, wait a minute, man, I'm over here representing your brand, and like, you just keep screwing up, man. And it's frustrating because I'm not a Microsoft apologist. I'm not. And I don't ever want to be a Microsoft apologist. If they're not going to deliver the games for me to cover and be happy about, I'm not going to sit and apologize for them. Be like, oh man, I don't know, man. They're a $2 trillion company, bro. If they can't freaking deliver a product to me to make me happy, that I want to buy, dude, I'm not going to sit and apologize for them. That's madness. That is seriously madness, man. That's like, I don't know why YouTubers would do that. Like I said, I had genuinely been happy with Microsoft up to the point, and I'm still happy with them, but I've genuinely been happy with them. And I'm like, well, yeah, dude, I'm buying my third-party games on the Xbox platform. So that there has literally given me something to play on my Xbox. But now that I'm starting to really see the output from PlayStation toward the Xbox, I'm like, wow, man, like, what's Xbox doing, man? How do they expect to do this? Because yeah, dude, you don't need to necessarily go out and buy a $500 Xbox Series X or a $300 Series S to play Game Pass games. You can literally stream them to your old Xbox. I know a lot of people don't do that. I know that, but I just think there's some things that Microsoft needs to get done, man. They have to put in some firm limitations, and they have to make sure that, like, look, man, if we're gonna tell the gamers a date, it needs to be a finished product. We cannot be doing this. And if they're going to release games unfinished, they need to have early access on them like they do on the PC. If they want to launch their games into early access, fine, go ahead. It's your platform. Do whatever you want to do. But do not sell the customer a full finished game for $70 and then make them wait for anything. That's the problem I have. That's what I'm upset and frustrated about. I'm upset about that. So, if you like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe, man. I will see you guys in the next one, and thank you for watching.